Question 25 of June 2013. Which one of the following is a fundamental determinant of the long-run aggregate supply? So what this means is, what actually tells us where our supply curve will be? What determines where our supply curve will be in the long run? So if we look at our answers, A, the multiplier. Now this is incorrect, as the multiplier is a concept developed by Keynes in the 30s, and it was the idea of how much an injection would affect the aggregate demand within an economy. So it was a policy to help boost aggregate demand, and therefore it will not affect aggregate supply or the fundamentals of aggregate supply. So it can't be A. B, the output gap. Well, the output gap is the difference between the productive potential and the actual potential, the actual supply we have within an economy. It's simply a measurement of where we're supplying and where we can supply if we maximised all our resources, and therefore it can't be B, as it's not the fundamental reason for why our supply curve is where it is. It's just a measurement of the difference between where our supply is now and where it could be if we maximised all our resources. C, real national output. Real national output isn't a fundamental determinant, so it doesn't determine where the supply curve is. It's simply a measurement of how we are doing in an economy or how much we are producing, and it takes into account inflation. It's often a measurement of real GDP as well, but it cannot be C, as it's simply a measurement of how much we are producing. It doesn't actually determine why we produce that level we do, or supply that level we do. Therefore, the answer must be D, the institutional structure of the economy. So the structure of the economy is essentially, what do we spend our goods on, how many factories we have, what our investment into those factories is, and what type of economy we are and what we are producing. So all this structure determines where our supply curve will land and what we will be supplying, and therefore our answer is D.